Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Tortuga, an English turtle, and I like to pretty much make a video about today. It's about the trucking industry, about those truck drivers in America. And I'm gonna be real with this video because I've been a truck driver for over 6 years, and trust me when I tell you this, I have to kind of pick up the torch and the crown for the trucking industry because listen to me, like I know what the problem is in the trucking industry, and I have to speak up about it because nobody's not doing nothing about it. And the old timers, they need somebody to kind of pass it on to you because when they're gone, they don't know who else to trust. They don't know who's gonna to pick up the momentum and to let the world know like what really goes on and why truck drivers are the way they are, to have a better understanding of what's really going out there, what the problem is. And in this video, I'm gonna just say it real plain and clear. This video is not to talk bad about nobody, because in politics, we everybody knows there's always some kind of point of view. But when it comes to trucking, it's just plain and clear. I hate to say it, but a lot of truck drivers, they get treated like poorly. There's injustice. There's a lot of things that happen, and I feel like that I need to be the man to kind of let you guys know what's really going on. Why there is a driver shortage. Why truck drivers are so just in a bad mood all the time. Why there's like people just don't want to really aspire to be a truck driver anymore. If you know about the rules and regulations and just the politics behind it, it'll blow your mind away. So okay, let's start. The introduction was a little cloudy. I apologize for the mess, but let's just do this the right way, okay? Bear with me, because you gotta understand, like, I want to do this kind of a freestyle. It's not prescripted, because I feel like if I did it from the kindness of my heart, if I did it the right way, if you can see that, I was passionate about what I've done for 6 years, you would understand. You would truly see things from my pointed eyes, like my eyes. Anyways, here we go. So, you guys probably see in the camera, like I don't look like a typical truck driver. I became the way I am because you know what, I care about myself. I respect my own hygiene. I believe myself to have good standards and expectations. Like I'm a punctual guy. I'm very respectful. I'm old-fashioned. And a lot of the old-time truck drivers, they have those values. Okay, so it's not talking bad about the new truck drivers out there, but a real truck driver, listen to me, they're real passionate about being a truck driver, and they remember the old ways, like how good truck driving used to be. Truck driving used to be like I guess between upper middle and middle class paying kind of job. Now it's strictly just middle class. It's just one step above minimum wage. But anyways, there was a lot of culture. There was a lot of good things about being a truck driver back then. But now that all went away, and I want you guys to understand why the truck industry became the way it is today. So like, truck drivers now, if you haven't noticed, it's a very unhealthy profession. It's very, like dirty. It's not the way that those promoters and those recruiters on the phone tell you. Because I can promise you, if they actually lived being a truck driver, I'm gonna say about 80% of the people on this planet wouldn't want to be a truck driver if they know how it really is now. It's not how it was back then. The pay is crap, and I say that respectfully. I understand you have a lot of smart people out in this world. They want to make the most money they can and pay you very cheaply, but it got to the point, like, dude, like, seriously, why are you that cheap, man? I don't believe in cheap culture. I don't believe in that. I believe you should pay people for their experience and for their hard work. But when you pay people cheaply, I hate to tell you, my friend, and I say this respectfully, don't expect nothing good when you pay people cheaply, especially when they put in so much time, so much love, And you know what? They get treated like the crap of the earth, man. That's not cool. It really isn't. So you have a lot of truck drivers out there. The reason why they have a bad attitude, I mean, they used to be good people. They used to have feelings. But you know what? You pay them so cheaply, they learn to kind of not have feelings. To kind of think that's truth, that's reality, and in all honesty, that's not. Okay, I can relate to teachers like in a very similar way, because I remember back then when our country used to pay teachers a lot of money. Well, better than what they're getting paid now. The way they're getting paid now, they're giving kids packets. They're not really teaching. They don't really love their job anymore. Back then, being a teacher was all about being a teacher. Everybody wanted to be a teacher. It was a really good thing to do for kids, for teenagers, for like it was a respectful position in America. But now it's like America, you pay teachers so little now. I mean, it's so sad. Like you guys got not cheap culture. The blame and responsibility is cheap culture. These are real jobs, real people that deserve to get paid for their experience and their, for their true value, but you want it to be cheap. And look what's going on. Listen to me. I'm not mad at you for making money. If you want to be rich overnight, if you want to step on people's toes and lie, cheat, steal, to do whatever it takes to get rich, that's fine. But listen to me. You got good people out there in the world that actually work hard for a living, that by putting they put so much of their heart and their dedication, and then you want to pay them cheap. You want to pay them like pretty much minimum wage. Okay, and my friend, I made this video because I'm trying to rally people out there. Because you've been getting away from this, but it's not right. I'm going to speak up on those truck drivers out there. I'm going to speak up for them because I feel like that you guys don't get it. You think because the government don't intervene, they don't do nothing, that it's okay to do what you've been doing. No, it's not right. Okay, it's not. You're going to be cheap. I tell you what you deserve. If you're going to be cheap like that, you deserve real crappy people. Real crappy attitude. You don't deserve the best. You get exactly what you paid for. Okay, so if you wonder why you're getting sued all the time, you wonder why things don't work out perfectly for you, it's because you're cheap. Listen to me. There's cheap, there's being paid fairly, and there's spoiled. I'm in the middle. I believe we should pay people for their value, for what they're worth. I don't believe in cheap culture. I don't believe in that. Because when you pay them like that, they're gonna act cheap. They're gonna dress cheap. They're gonna have a real cheapy attitude. Okay, and that's not right. I'm telling you straight up. Okay, that's not right. And I want people out there to understand why truck drivers become the way they do. Because listen, they work over 70 hours a week. Okay, over 70 hours a week. And you know what? It's not a consistent schedule. So like a sleep cycle. The typical American, typical normal person is they go to sleep from 9 to 11, okay, at night, and they wake up from 5 to 7 in the morning. That's about the standard. But with being a truck driver, your sleep cycle it's like a zombie. You're always tired all the time because it's not consistent. Sometimes you're working night times, sometimes mornings, midday. And guess, do you understand why there's accidents? Do you understand why there's driver fatigue? Because look, you put so much stress on truck drivers. Look, the stress is real. And I'm gonna be man enough to put it out there like this. Okay? You cannot expect a human being. It's not about being a truck driver. It's being a person. To wake up when you want them and to function and work when you want them. And guess what? It doesn't work that way. So if you ever wonder why there's these accidents and all these major truck driver accidents, it's because you don't let them sleep. You overwork them. The government does the bare minimum. I hate to tell you this, but our own government is not doing enough for truck drivers or teachers or for people that actually put the stripes on the American flag. Okay, I was born and raised as American. My dad was blonde hair and blue eyes. I know what I'm talking about when I tell you this. You guys, went overboard with this whole pay scale that she done to the real hard working Americans in this country. And listen to me. Don't get mad when your Mexico ends up running this country. Do you want to know why? You got it so cheap. And guess what? When I mean cheap, you're willing to hire cheap people to do the hard work for real cheap. And guess what, my friend? Guess what? Don't get mad because you guys don't want to pay your own country for their value. And look, I love listen to me. I'm not racist. I love Mexicans. I really do. But the truth of the matter is, if you wonder why Mexico is running this country, it's because you guys got that cheap. You guys got no strong culture. Mexican culture has a real culture. It's good. It's a good culture. It really is. But American culture, hey, listen to me. Listen to me. When it's a problem, there's a problem. I'm gonna be mad to admit it. Okay? But your problem is you guys got cheap. You guys got so cheap that you're doing your own countrymen wrong. That's treason. You're doing your own people wrong. What do you expect? And you wonder where all this bad things coming from? Why you think everything's all about money? Your problem is that you brainwash people to believe everything's all about money. Everything's all about money, but you want to be cheap. You want to be cheap, so you pay them so crappy. It's all about money. That's the culture you teach in America. It's all about money. It's all about money. It's all about money. It's all about money. And guess what, my friend? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Now you're starting to see that you guys are really having a serious problem because all these homeless people you see out on the street, where do you think it came from? You wanted to be cheap? Yeah, it's all about money, right? It's all about money. It's all about money. My voice should sound annoying to you because you need to wake up. You need to wake up. It's not all about money. America used to have a really good culture. People used to love being a real American. But now, guess what? 2021, being American is all about money. All about money. All about money. All about money. Yeah, it sounds very annoying, I know. It's very annoying. There's no love. It's empty. It's all about money. Listen, there's cheap, being paid for what you deserve, and there's spoiled. I'm in the middle, but it's all about money. All about money. Here's the other issue. America. Politicians, you don't take responsibility for your own actions. You want to find ways to overtax people. You want to find more ways to kind of do the hard-working middle-class man and woman wrong. But you don't want to take responsibility for your own actions. It's your fault. It's your fault why this country is the way it is. It's your fault. I'm telling you the honest God truth. A lot of people, they're really ignorant. They think it's a matter of Democrats and Republicans. The truth is, they're both wrong. They're both responsible. When you have a real man that actually speaks up for the truth, that cares about his people. And guess what? Hey, you seen that movie, The Patriot? It's not. I didn't make this video to be funny. I'm not a comedian. But you know what? We Americans gotta stand up and we have to say what's really going on. I know the truth is, the people that's in the office, Galvin and all these other people. Hey, I'm not saying I'm politically right. Like I misspoke when I say that because everybody wants that guy out of office. But the point is, use Galvin as an example. Galvin is like, you do not want someone like that running our country. You look at the guy like, dude, like, you make people hate white people. You make people hate America because you're really that sick, that corrupted. I mean, what's wrong with you, man? Listen, dude, wake up. You want to get me killed? You want to get me assassinated? Because I'm trying to tell you, dude, you have a problem. But see, that's the problem. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You want to be oversensitive? You want to be overdramatic? You're making other countries hate America because they look at America like a little whiny feminine character. Like, you know, like you just whine about everything. You want to sue everyone. You want to be a little whiner, a little crybaby. That's the way people look at American culture now. I'm trying to tell you the truth. you can't get mad at me for trying to tell you what's really going on. Okay? Truck drivers that you guys throw underneath the bus. Hey, you got people like me that's going to tell people what's going on. Okay? It's not right. I know I'm bouncing all over the place, but the main point I'm trying to tell you, the main point is that you guys can't do that. When you pay truck drivers that cheaply, they become like that. So you ever wonder why they don't got time for showers? You know, they're getting fat, they're getting unhealthy. They don't got time for a lot of people because they put 70 hours of their life every week. They can't even see their own friends, their own family, away from home all the time because they believe that they're going to be something. They put in all this time, and guess what? In the very end, they realize it was a mistake, and most of them won't admit it. Most of them won't admit that they wasted their life for nothing. That little bit of money that you pay them was nothing. Because you know what? A lot of them are man enough and women enough to die, but for a reason. Because they want their friends or their family to have something that they worked hard for. But guess what? You pay them so cheaply, my friend, so cheaply, like it's an insult. It's an insult to the entire trucking industry. It's an insult why you're American. You claim to be an American, but you don't want to even take care of your own country. And you wonder why. And you wonder why other people in our country are taking over. Because you know why? Because you failed to take care of your own country. Look, listen, I got nothing against Mexico. I have nothing against Mexico. But the fact of the matter is, guess what? Mexico, if they run this country, it's going to be different. Because you know why? Because the culture is stronger than ours right now. At this present age, it's stronger. Because American culture nowadays, it's like, it's all about money. It's all about you're in it for yourself. There's no music to back it up anymore. There's no strong roots. It all died because you let these cheap people be in charge. And that's why I have a personal vendetta against cheap culture. It's not the skate clerk to blame. It's the cheap culture. And I say that respectfully. Because I'm telling you what's really going on is cheap culture. You allow these people to be in office. You allow those people to think what they're doing, it's okay. It's not. It's not okay. It's not. To be honest with you, we need to get rid of them. At office. I know what I said. I didn't say kill. I said get rid of them. Don't let them be in power no more. Okay? Respectfully. Because now you're allowing them to think that it's okay to do what they're doing, and it's not. It's not. Okay? That's why there's so much beef. That's why there's so much tension today. Because cheap culture. Cheap culture. You want to become rich by taking advantage of others. You know, you want to lie, steal, cheat, and you treat people like crap. You think you want to, be on social media. You want to be famous like it's cool. Like, look at him. He's looking at my boot. I paid him in the wage. A little slave. Look, that's not cool, man. I'm telling you the truth. That's not cool. So don't get mad when you have a local gangster that stands up for that. Like, no, man, that's not right. And guess what? He can't get to you because you're a coward. You hide behind your little your shelter environment, but then he goes after your friends, your family. He gets them. Well, guess what? It's because it was your fault. So you gotta listen to me. What you're doing is not right. It's not right. Okay? That's the problem. You guys have been doing this for so long, and I know you guys like to hide. You like to hide because there's no honor in you. There's no honor at all. It's all about money. It's all about money. It's all about money. It's all about money. People nowadays are puking over that because it's disgusting. Because when they actually see the kind of people you really are inside, it's not worth all that money. I mean, look. If you really want to be that cheap and escape responsibility and just have everyone pay your bills for you, I hate to tell you this. Look, this is on real world's behalf, on people that actually stick up, that know what's right, but that's wrong. It has nothing to do with America, but it's cheap culture to blame. And it's the truth. That's what's been going on in this country. And we have to revolt. We have to get rid of it. Because as you can see, it's causing a mess in our country. It's causing a very serious problem in our country. I'm sorry if you feel offended because you're really that cheap. You know what? Like, you're a disposable commodity, like a pig. You know, like you fed and you ate people's flesh for so long. And to you, it's normal because you've been doing it for so long, but it never was right in the first place. And you got away with it because you have all this money. You pay all these people off to get away with what you're doing, and it's not right. And that is the problem, my friend. That's the problem. It's never been right in the first place. You got away with it, and now you're starting to see how that's messing up our country. When you allow this little, I gotta be real careful with what I say, because people don't want to actually know the real truth, what's really going on. But what I was going to say right now is, it's very personal. It can be disrespectful to a lot of people, but it's the truth. And I have to watch what I say because I feel like that you guys are not ready for this. But with truck drivers, they understand my pain and frustration. Hey, I'm a hardworking, straight male American, and I'm proud to say that. I worked hard for a living. Nothing was ever given to me easy for me. I wasn't spoiled, and I feel all those truck drivers, even the fat and the lazy ones that I met in my life. I feel for them. You want to know why? Because I was there with them. I did the same kind of lifestyle. The difference is that I was, honestly, they made me become a prince and then a king. They gave me what I needed to know. They made me a stronger man. There's been a lot of them that I hated, but you know what? I had to be stronger than them. That's the reason why I am the way I am today. It's for them. I'm going to speak up for those people, even for the ones that I hated. Because you know why? Because you little oversensitive, cheap people that run this country, you guys are wrong. You guys are wrong. And you're starting to see that you're killing American culture. You're killing America. You really are. Because other people that come from different countries, they can take the money, the American pay rate, go back to their country, and live comfortable. But your own fellow kinmen, your own country, you want to pay on my dirt, man. You want to pay on my dirt. And you wonder why other countries hate America so much. It's not their fault. You guys running this country made America the way it is. And you guys got to take responsibility for that. And I'm telling this straight up. There's no more games, okay? There's a reason why we don't vote for you in elections. There's a reason why that we don't love you, we don't respect you. Because you know why? You guys got that cheap. It's not even American anymore. Okay, you guys are treasonous to our own country. Our own country takes care of our own people. But you're not doing that no more. You got that cheap. It's not a joke. You guys got that cheap. If you put someone like me in power, I can fix the problem. It's not that hard. If you really want me to make a change in our economy, it's very simple. Stop throwing the lower class in jail, incarcerate, and give them jobs. Don't throw them in jail, give them jobs. It's that plain and simple. I'm going to tell you what you're doing. You keep overtaxing the middle class. The middle class, they work hard for a living. They're good people. But you keep finding ways to keep taxing them. Guess what? The way the game is set up now, you target lower class because you look at them like disposable commodity, disposable. But guess what? You gave them jobs. You actually work with them. The lower class can become middle class. They can elevate their social status. They can become more. That's the problem in America right now because everything's all about money. You think, oh yeah, because we need money now. Let's just throw lower class in jail now. They're no good. Listen to me. Instead of overtaxing the middle class, you need to tax the lower class. Because, to be honest with you, if you want me to speak from a political standpoint of view, they have a lot of potential. They can be assets. Not in jail, but as a protected member of society. And you guys got to get rid of it. It's almost like slavery. You make more money from people that honestly is comfortable and happy in their lives than when you incarcerate them. When you incarcerate them, what do you expect? It's going to be the minimum of the minimum of the minimum. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to wake you guys up, because that cheap culture, that little arrogant culture you guys are trying to spread, it's not cool. It's not. Okay? You should always be paid for what you're worth. You should never settle for less. And if you think that's okay, my friend, guess what? You pay the consequence of your actions. That's all there is to it. If you want to be cheap, you got to answer to the people and you have to answer to God. If you want to be cheap. If you're a right and justice, we're asking to be fair. We're not saying spoiled. Fair. Get that to your head. Fair. It's not a game. It's not a game. Okay? Because you guys don't wake up. Your little cheap culture. It's not a joke. You need to wake up. Someone like me is man enough to tell you, you know what, you need to change your diaper. You need to grow up. It's not a joke. Stop being so cheap. Our own people in America, good worker, good people, but you want to pay them for their value. Stop being cheap. Truck drivers, hey, look at me. Hey, I look better than you on camera. Cheap friend, you want to be so cheap? You want to be so cheap? I'm 33 years old, and I look better than you. For my age bracket, you know why? Because you're so cheap. You're so cheap. The way I look at it, hey, I take care of myself. I'm proud of it. I shave. I look great on camera, but you're cheap. And guess what? I'm man enough to take care of my own kind, my own people. Can you? Can you? You think it's funny? You think it's funny? It's not funny. Stop being so damn cheap. And that's why all these things are coming, is you want to be cheap. You want to be cheap. It's very similar to slavery. It's a little thin line. Being cheap and slavery, it just go hand in hand together so well. It's just so, it's like I look at you like, really, you're really that pathetic? And you wonder why people like me don't vote for you. Why we don't respect you, we ignore you. Because you're pathetic. You're not a real man or a woman. You're pathetic. Especially to your own country. You don't love your country. You really don't. You want to be so cheap. You go ahead and laugh. You think it's funny. But the reality of it is, that's why you have people like me that don't respect you. You can torture me all you want, my friend. But you know what? That cheap culture, that little stuff you've been going on for a long time, it doesn't make it right. Okay? And when you're ready to man up for your consequences, hey, and then you wonder why. And you wonder why there's people like me, we're better than you. And you wonder why. Because it wasn't about the money. Because you want to be so damn cheap, you can't even take care of your own people. That's pathetic, man. You're not fit to be a king or a leader or a president. Alright? To be honest with you, those cheap people, they deserve to be in hell. Straight up.